Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to A-Train Gaming. So I don't know if you guys can tell by my voice, I don't know if it sounds any different right now, but I'm actually extremely sick. I've been up since 6 a.m. and I've just been watching Netflix and laying in bed miserable. I ended up getting to sleep around 3, but it was never a deep sleep. I was pretty much always conscious of being awake. And I just got a flu shot. Ironic that I get sick. Pretty much everyone in my family has been sick. I guess it's just going around. I'm having like a fever and just switching on and off between chills and being really hot made it miserable to sleep. And I got a flu shot in my left arm because I'm right-handed, so they always give you the shot in your non-preferred arm. The left side is my natural sleeping side. I mean, I toss and turn a lot, but every time I wake up in the morning, I'm on that side. So it hurt too much to go and sleep on the left side, which also made sleeping complicated. And I actually get sick a lot. In like high school, I think they give you like 12 or 15 days a year for missing classes, and I pretty much always used up all those being sick every year. It was like a guarantee. The thing I like to do is play video games when I'm sick, hence what I'm doing right now. But it's really annoying, and it seems to happen with a lot of kids, is their parents always say no video games when you're sick if they're home watching you or something. That makes no sense to me. Like, what does video games have to do with me being sick? Is it like you think I'm trying to have fun, which I shouldn't have fun when I'm sick? Like, what do they want me to do? Lay in a pile of my own vomit and tears? Because I'm homesick means I have to be as miserable as possible? That never made sense to me. A discussion I've had with my friends a lot, because we all play basketball, is it easier to play through pain or play through sickness? And I'm sure most of you know Michael Jordan and the famous flu game. And to me, that's much more impressive than when, say, Isaiah Thomas of the Bad Boys played with a broken ankle. Like, both are still very impressive, and I give huge props to people who can play through pain and sickness. But I would way rather play through pain than sickness. When I'm sick, I just want to lay down and not move. I hate having to move around when I'm sick. It's torture. I can handle pain a little. I don't have a great pain tolerance. Like, I'm pretty scared of being in pain. But I can play through pain much easier than I can being sick. And I can say that because I've played through sprained ankles. I played 3 games of baseball with a collapsed lung. I knew it was hurting, and whenever I ran, it'd be like a stabbing feeling, but I still played through it because, I don't know, I didn't feel like crap, it just hurt. It's actually pretty funny because I'm not a great hitter in baseball, or I wasn't. I was a good pitcher, and I really never liked batting once I got to high school because kids threw harder, and I always seemed like they were going to hit me. I was just too scared of being hit. Again, I don't like pain. But when I had the collapsed lung one time, I was batting against a pretty good pitcher, and I went into the at-bat in mind. And in my mind, I was like, okay, he's a good pitcher. I'm going to swing and miss on purpose, or I'm just going to try to ground out because my lung hurt way too much for me to run the bases. So I swung at it, just trying to lazily swung at it, trying to do a ground ball, and I actually hit it to where the fence would be if the school had a fence. It was pretty far back. It was like my best hit of high school. And I ended up having to run it out for a triple, and I was so mad, and I saw my coach give me the sign to take 3. I think for me personally, the reason I don't like playing through being sick is because we had a 3rd and 4th grade tournament. I was in 3rd grade, and we were beating a really good team by, I think, 10 or 15 at the end of the first quarter. So we were crushing them. But then my stomach started hurting. So I had to leave the game, and I went into like the teacher's room with my mom, and I was crying. And I can literally see him off spawn right now. That's why free-for-all sucks. All 3 of us spawn looking at each other. But anyway, back to the story. So I didn't return to the game, and they ended up making a comeback and knocking us out. I think this was the championship game. And my mom and my teammates all was like, oh, you were just nervous and the nerves got to you. It's not nerves because I played a whole first quarter and scored like 15 points. And we were easily going to beat them if we just played out the time. So what was there to be nervous about? I already played a quarter and scored. So I couldn't play through stomach cramps. I couldn't play through any sickness like that. I give all the props of the world who people can. Still think that Michael Jordan thing is one of the most amazing things in sports history. I don't know how he played through a flu when he was puking. I think the sickest I've ever been was, I don't remember it, but I was 3 and I was visiting my aunt in Arizona. And I had a 104-degree fever, which is like a degree or 2 away from being like deadly. And my mom had to put me in a bathtub of ice in the hotel we were staying at. The only thing that's making this better is the fact that I'm thinking, at least I'm getting my major sickness out of the way before Black Ops 3. Because I do not want to be sick for the start of Black Ops 3. I just want to play that game and have a good time. I don't want to be worried about having a stomach ache or having a fever. Hey, I won 2 free-for-alls in a row. That never happens when I make a video. Let's see what this message said that popped up earlier in the video. It's probably either going to be something saying I won a free iPad, which obviously I didn't, or trash talk. I can't wait to see what he said. I hope it's sweet. Go for KC. What?